Трушилев Алик. Тулер Стейси. Швецов Тимофей. Яшаев Стэнли. А также выпускники 8 классов.
Дорогие выпускники, дорогие восьмиклассники, эти слова для вас. Любите жизнь, мечтайте, радуйтесь, страдайте, унынию душу не терзайте, волнуйтесь, смейтесь, созидайте, почувствуйте тепло друзей, с любимыми не расставайтесь. Не забывайте мамин поцелуй, отца неловкие объятия, трудитесь над собой. Не бойтесь взлетов и падений, ошибок, перемен, сомнений и чувств, нахлынувших смятений. Родных и близких берегите, любите жизнь, в любви живите.
Диана написала это стихотворение сегодня. Она автор этого стихотворения. Поаплодируем еще раз.
Выпускники 8 классов. Роман Гельман. Александра Голдшмидт. Мишел Елский. Рэйчел Зейги. Алексис Лерберикман. Константин Флакос. Николь Чапко. Александра Швец. Артем Швец. Даниил Маслов.
Покажи грамоту. Дай посидеть это.
За духовную жажду и искреннюю любовь к русскому языку и литературе Пушкинским орденом награждаются выпускники 8 классов Гарберт Маргарет, Голден Криси Рене, Комиссарова Арина, Кречмер Алана, Николь Шейнин, Денис Ятунин, Регламент.
Простите, экспромт. Я хочу подарить книгу любимому ученику, с которым было трудно, но перед добротой, любовью к чтению я восхищаюсь перед его семьей и перед ним, хотя мне было очень трудно. Я приглашаю на сцену Аркадия. Да, Аркадий Сахаров. Я даю ему книгу Вересаева «Спутники Пушкина» и желаю, чтобы Пушкин был всегда с ним. Добрый и читающий человек.
Я тебя люблю. Медали не получил.
Я хочу предоставить слово Алексу Брагину, учителю social studies.
Dear friends and families, dear colleagues, and of course, graduates. Today I am wearing two hats. Not only I am a teacher of a graduating class, but also a parent of a graduating student. So the first advice goes to my son and his classmates, friends, my fifth graders. Imagine a situation where a kid comes home and tells his parents, I was punished by a teacher for something I didn't do. Obviously, parents get upset. We have to talk to a teacher, we have to talk to the principal. And what's that you didn't do? Homework. So, fifth graders, you're graduating from elementary school, and no matter where you go, do your homework. Now to the big ones. Motorists setting out on a long journey usually fill their gas tanks. If you were such motorists, you would see that your tank is half empty today. That means that you have journeyed some of the way towards your destination, but you still have some way to go. And your destination is, of course, adult life. Just now, of course, you don't want to hear the word study. You are finished with that for the moment, and you want to have fun. And that's a good idea, because having fun is equally important in life. We all need laughter to brighten our days, just as much as we need friendship in our life. Just now, you bet you are thinking of how you will celebrate your graduation tonight. And that's natural. You deserve to celebrate because you have worked hard, and it's time to party. The question I would like to ask, what are you going to do tomorrow morning? And perhaps I should rephrase it, what are you going to do tomorrow afternoon? Because I have a feeling that some people won't see the morning. And I will advise you for tomorrow to listen to this. Each of us stands within our own age group or peer group. And that applies to most of your parents and even to the staff of Bambi Academy. In some ways, we measure ourselves against each other. Parents might look at other parents and wonder if they are doing a good job raising their kids. We teachers might look at each other and wonder if we are handling our classes well, or should our results be better. The truth is, it's human nature to compare ourselves to others. You all have known each other for quite a while, and no doubt, same types of comparisons sometimes run through your mind. Am I as fast as, and I am so humorous as, and I'm so studious as, and on it goes. These comparisons are unfortunately sad because they help none to do what is really important. And this is to concentrate on being ourselves and not to worry what other people are doing or thinking. Because each of you is special and unique. Tonight your parents will be losing children and gaining young adults. This will make them fearful, and this will affect their minds. So take it easy on them, give them a break, because they will need some time to adjust to it. I had to mention, but you all will have new teachers. And of course, you, now adults, adult enough to realize that they are not your natural enemies and they will actually be on your side. It goes without saying that the teachers you had here were plugging for you the whole time, and wow, they have succeeded. You are all graduates today. Your teachers taught you how to write a research paper, how to apply scientific method, and use Pythagorean theorem. What I believe they taught you is you the most was to be creative, and as a matter of fact, don't forget that creativity is a renewable resource. They taught you to have confidence in yourself, because down the road in high school and universities there will be bad guys offering you to drink, smoke, take drugs, and I believe now you have enough confidence to say no when you ought to say no. When I was teaching you about the past, I was trying to open your eyes to what our future could hold. When your English teachers were teaching you about other people's writing, they were teaching you how to open your minds and write creatively. When your math teachers were teaching you probability, they were not teaching you the number of times someone can fail, but they were teaching you regardless of circumstances, there are always chances to succeed. Today is a day of appreciation. Mother Teresa said, there is more hunger for love and appreciation in the world than for bread. Now I don't think your parents and teachers are exactly hungering for your thanks, but they will really appreciate if you will do it sincerely. After all, have they got you that far, and haven't they done a good job? Who are you is not about your grades, although grades are very important. It's not about what kind of athlete you are, what house you live in, how much you weigh, what clothing you are wearing, or whether you have pimples or not. When I go home with my son, remember I'm wearing the parent hat? Usually I ask him 2 questions, or actually 3, because the first question is to give me back the change from vending machine. So the 2 questions are, what did you learn today? And question number 2, who did you help today? As you go to high schools and universities, as you enter workforce and start families, as you become not only contributing members of society, but hopefully leaders of that society, at the end of the day, you won't remember how many goals you scored or how many new friends you got on Facebook. Ultimately, what will make a difference in this world is your answer to these 2 questions. What have I learned today? And who have I helped today? With this in mind, I leave you with Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You are on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who decides where to go.
Let me introduce our English teacher, Erika Lima.
When I walked through the doors in September, as you can imagine, I was out of my element. I figured it would take time to adjust. I questioned how, in such a different environment, I could ever relate to each and every student. How would I reach them? Sitting in the teacher's room that very first day, I learned that most of the teachers in the school had taught their students from the 3rd grade, moving up with them each year until they had reached graduation. Wow, I thought, what a wonderful bond the students must have with their educator. And then I panicked. I would be entering both the 5th and the 8th grade, replacing their previous English teacher. This was not going to be an easy task. It was not until the days grew into months and the words, "sit down and stop talking," found a permanent home in all my lesson plans that I realized my students and I actually shared a very special bond, one all our own. Walking into class every day, no matter how hectic it was, always left me with a gratifying feeling. I could not be more proud of each and every one of you. You have taught me so much, and I only hope and wish that we could have spent more time together. To my 5th grade, every day with you was an experience. From grammar lessons to literature, we always had something to laugh about. I learned from you just as I hope that you have learned from me. Junior high school is going to be different, but I know that each and every one of you will flourish. To my 8th grade, the amount of improvement that you've made is nothing short of amazing. You have all worked so hard, and today, I hope you all realize just how far you've come. And after my badgering, I find it hard to believe that you will ever forget your literary elements or how to take proper notes, and I can guarantee that you will not be forgetting your editing pen next year. So, I wish you all the best as you enter both middle school and high school. Starting a new school is difficult, and for everyone, even for a teacher. But with time, things get easier. You meet new people, you learn new things, and before you know it, you'll be sitting at your next graduation. You'll have made new memories, new friends, and you'll be on to new endeavors. And today is the day when that future begins. Best of luck. Congratulations.
Computer Science teacher Marina Moshenko.
Dear graduates, parents, and guests. A few years ago, Microsoft Business Certification was integrated into Computer Technologies curriculum of the Yahoo Academy. This application-specific certification is intended to prove expertise in using Microsoft Office programs. This year, we have added Adobe Certified Associate certifications. In each of them, our students have successfully passed the test entitled Visual Communication using Adobe Photoshop, Graphic Editing and Composing Software Applications. According to the data of the American Council on Education, each of the certifications is worth 1 college credit. Today, our middle school graduates are getting official documents from Microsoft Corporation and Adobe Systems Incorporated, proving that they are experts in software applications developed by Microsoft for business and by Adobe Systems for graphic design. The certifications distinguish our students as truly knowledgeable, competent, and computer skilled. Dear graduates, I hope this will be a good start for your academic and professional growth and career. Wherever you will be, and whatever place life will send you, please always remember where you began, the Yahoo Academy. I also hope that you will always remember the school and the yearbooks you created this year will help you to keep your warmest memories in your hearts. And now comes the moment when I'm pleased and proud to introduce to you our Microsoft Office specialists and Adobe Certified Associates. I invite them to come to the stage and receive their certificates. They have passed Microsoft Office Word, Microsoft Office PowerPoint, Microsoft Office Excel, and Visual Communication using Adobe Photoshop exam. Welcome to the stage.
Rachel Zaidi. Константин Флоков. Алана Кречмар. Аркадий Скала. Алексис Берекман. Кристин Рене Голдин. Энтони Минранги. Аркадий Скал. Ардашес Замарян. Никол Шейнин. Ярослав Мощенко. Марина Энкотешта. Денис Ятунин. Никол Чапко. Антон Хрустенко. Бенджамин Кравец. Анастасия Гула. Хенрик Каморник. Дилан Косарев. Стелла Райклис. Арина Комиссарова. Дэвид Глаз. Майкл Тулер. Алекс Гудман. Маргарет Гарбер. Джессика Палатник. Пол Ашуров. Мишель Ельский. Стелла Райклис. Я хотел бы предоставить слово нашим студентам. Рачел Зейли.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, graduates of 2012. Today is graduation day, the day we will remember and cherish for the rest of our lives. For some of us today is the last day we will call ourselves students of Big Apple Academy. For others, today is just the beginning. Each graduate sitting in this auditorium has a bright future ahead of them, no matter where life takes you, no matter what you dedicate yourselves to. But before we all find ourselves in the real world, we will continue learning academic subjects as well as life lessons. But today is a celebration. This night is a celebration of our accomplishments, a celebration of our success, our hard work and dedication to learning and becoming better people. The official definition of graduation is to complete a class of course or study. But graduating from Big Apple Academy is so much more than completing a set of classes. What we have been through are 3 unforgettable years of successes and failures, smiles and disappointments, eventful days and sleepless nights. What lies in front of us are more exciting years of questions and answers, new people, old friends, discoveries and realizations. But those are tiny matters compared to what lies within us, those memories we had, lessons we learned, feelings we've experienced, and conclusions we made. Through the many years of my education in Bambi, I have learned so much more than simply how to read, multiply numbers, and identify countries in a map. I learned to be unafraid of making countless mistakes because only then will I find my way to something better. I learned to never be afraid, to just go for it, even if everything seems to get worse before it gets better. This school has taught me that giving up is never an option because we are too strong and too smart to let our dreams slip away. I have learned to fight for what I deserve because the world outside the doors of the school isn't as nice and loving. But I didn't accomplish everything alone, did I? There are so many people who contributed to my success, the people that pushed me to be the best version of myself. I would like to thank my teachers for putting up with my class's crazy antics and disruptive lessons because they saw a strength in us and intelligence that even we didn't know we had. They pushed us to work harder, think faster, and be passionate and thoughtful in everything we set our minds to. The teachers of Big Apple Academy were more than people who taught me academic lessons, but people who touched me in a way that goes deeper than books and quizzes. They made me realize that I can be anything I want to be, as long as I fulfill my potential every day. My friends, the people who got me through countless problems, stressful days, and sit in this room sharing these joyous moments with me. These are the people who I have been riding a long, emotional, always changing roller coaster with. The people that I had ups and downs with, fights and laughs, days of anger and frustration, days of delight and success. We were and always will be a family. Win together, lose together. Even though we will go to our separate ways, to different schools, and grow up to be completely different people, nothing can erase or damage the 3 amazing years we have spent together as a class. And lastly, I want to thank my parents, the 2 people who made everything I accomplished a reality. My parents give me everything.